Leon Edwards is now one of the biggest stars in the UFC. It's amazing to see the story of Rocky Edwards fall into place. Now, I'll be honest, I thought Usman would win this fight. I thought that Usman's skill would outmatch Leon Edwards' skill. Leon Edwards showed that his win wasn't a fluke. He beat Usman for 3 rounds. It was a very back and forth fight. Some people think it went Kamaru Usman's way, but in the end, he got it done. Now, there's a lot of controversy with his next opponent, which I will get to in a minute here. But for Leon Edwards to get into this position is incredible. The amount of draw power he has obtained is incredible. I forgot the name of the venue, but that venue was insanely loud. We haven't seen that in a while, where a UK card has this much hype around it. I would argue since Brisbane. But with Leon Edwards now, you have this new draw. You have somebody who broke the mold of being a generic fighter pretty quickly. He knows how to play the heel, he can play the face. But I wonder how long the Leon Edwards era will last. He has a ton of vicious opponents coming after him. Now, when it comes to Colby Covington, who may or may not be his next fight because of the drama. You guys don't know. Leon Edwards is saying he won't fight Colby Covington. However, the UFC wants Colby Covington. I think the UFC will get their way eventually. But with Colby Covington, they absolutely want to get the belt around him for the grudge match between Jorge and Leon Edwards. My bad. Leon Edwards, though, his skill has tremendously gone up. I always knew that Leon Edwards was good. He was one of the most talented strikers. But I don't think we thought, after getting knocked by Nate Diaz, that he could do this. That he could win twice against Kamaru Usman, who looked unbeatable. When it comes to Kamaru Usman, though, I do think a fourth fight is possible. I think that what Kamaru Usman will become is either a gatekeeper or a top contender. I don't see him going away. Unless the injury is not legitimate and will track him down. As well as the fact he's 35. I think. I'm pretty sure. Which for the 170 division is a high age. Tyron Woodley fought at this age, I guess. But not very many people have found success after that 35, 36 range. I thought the fight was incredible. I thought that Leon Edwards showed why he's a top guy, why he's a champion. I did kind of think the fight be scored for Usman, but I understand why. Leon won. He outstruck him. He defended the takedowns pretty well. The point deduction I thought was going to be the big one. But turns out he did enough, even after the point deduction, to get it done. I'm interested to see now who he fights next and how long the Leon Edwards era, the Rocky era, will continue for. He has absolutely cemented himself as a top pound-for-pound fighter in the UFC after both of these performances. I hope he remains active and, I hope he gets success. There's a lot of fights now that interest me. Him versus Colby, obviously. The grudge match versus Mosman. If not Gilbert Burns. All of these fights are incredible. Let me know in the comments what you thought about the fight. What you thought about the whole card. Let's have a discussion, honestly. But yeah, as far as the Leon era, this is a legitimate champion who is here to stay for a while, I think. It's been tactical. See you later.